So for this evening, hello, I want to start my sharing by first sharing this verse with you. Here it is. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. When I joined Choices, I think a year, 2 years ago, o a year ago, sorry, nakalimutan ko na rin. Pasensya na. I remember I had so many questions in my head at the time. I was wondering about what ifs about my life, my career, and what's next for me, and many more. It was all a jam pack of questions and doubts. I realized I was really battling about a decision that I had to make. I was at a crossroad. I couldn't make the decision because I had so many doubts. It was not about the work, but more of my capacity and my capability. I had so much self-doubt. Will I be able to do it? Am I the right person? Baka someone is much more capable than me. They were all in my head, and I knew I was not in a good state. I always relate myself with Jonah, who was hesitant to take on responsibility. For him, it was to preach in Nineveh, so he got swallowed by a whale when he tried to avoid God's call. For me, I didn't get swallowed by a whale, but I too was avoiding the hard decision that I have to make and make all these tons of excuses just for me not to decide on it. But God has his ways of making his plans work. He pursued me no matter what, just like Jonah. God pursued him even to the point of being swallowed by the whale. But that moment, I think, or my theory about the whale was Jonah's thinking and reflection time. Through his reflections and prayers, that helped him decide to say yes to God's call. And so he was set free and fulfilled God's mission. Joining Choices seminar was my reflection and think time. I had to dig deep and listen to other people's stories and testimonies that helped me think things too. The sessions were like scaffolds or building up to help me decide, not out of fear or doubts, but out of love. I had tons of doubts because I was worried about how less of a person I think I am. But what God was really telling me is that He didn't pursue me because I will fail, but He pursued me because He loves me and He always wants the best for me. I just have to see and believe what He sees in me. The assurance that saying yes means He is there with me, He is there before me, and He is even behind me. And so, I made the decision and I said yes. I took it. He is an equipping God. He believes in you and just have to trust in Him. I can say it's a smooth sailing, but I know He's always there for me and for you, no matter what. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening for the sharing this evening.